Hey guys, welcome to the 2 a.m. pipe on the patio. Today I'm smoking some Distinguished Gentleman in my LCS Briar's Stubby apple. I'm using my custom onion 2 a.m. pipe on the patio Zippo that I got from Zippo Fanatic 77 Outdoors. Using a very cool little Medico tamper. It's got 3 little tools in it. I think this one's going to go to Paladin. He's the Medico guy, so I got to ship this one off to Paladin. This was in a box of tampers that I have. I got, I don't know, 50, 60 tampers that I've collected over the years. Just little, these little metal tampers like this that I've collected over the years. And I've always thought this one was really cool. It's got a little bail on it for putting on your keychain or something, and I'm sure Paladin will get a little charm bracelet and wear it as a charm on his charm bracelet, because he's so into Medicos. He'll make a charm bracelet out of Medico tampers. So I've been out of it for a couple days. I've been sick as a dog. I got whatever my wife had. She was out for 3-4 days, missed a couple days of work. And then she finally went back to work, and then I got it. But I'm doing good today. I'm back among the living. Boy, it was weird. I had the chills, and it was a crazy one. But feeling good now. So I've been reading a new book that I got from thriftbooks.com. Check that place out if you're into reading at all. Thriftbooks.com is the place to get your books. I've been buying when we moved to Virginia, I left all my books in California. I wish I hadn't, but I did. So I'm a big Civil War buff, and I used to have a huge collection of books on the Civil War. And when we moved, I just left those there. I gave them away. And so I've been trying to build up my Civil War library here. Started by going to like thrift stores and stuff around here and looking around. I found some good ones here. And then I went to thriftbooks.com, and I've been able to get hardbacks there for under $5 for what I want. Good stuff. So I've built up a little library. Hey.
Hi.
Hey.
Hi.
What's up? Awesome. Thank you.
You're welcome. I got my dad a gift because he wanted it.
Sadie got me some D batteries.
Yes, I figured it was the least I can do for being the best daughter he's ever had.
Thank you, sweetie.
You're welcome.
Appreciate it.
You're welcome for my humor, for blessing it.
Well, yeah, you are. So, so I've got about a 15 book library going right now, and I've been reading those. So this latest one I got is on Nathan Bedford Forrest, and I had always read about Nathan Bedford Forrest, you know, being such an incredible tactician and general, but I never really knew much about him. There, you know, I always heard about on the Confederate side. You always heard about, you know, Robert E. Lee and Stonewall Jackson and Jeb Stuart, General Longstreet, and I'd heard about Nathan Bedford Forrest, but I never really knew anything about the man, you know. So I got this biography, which had been highly recommended by several people that when I was doing my research on him, they recommended this biography. So I got it and I started reading that, and it's a very interesting biography. And it was written 30 years ago, I guess, 1993, something like that. God, it doesn't seem like 30 years ago, does it? 93? 29 years ago? But he was a very interesting dude, to say the least. And he was the great tactician. I mean, as a general, he was just an incredibly talented general, great tactician, just did amazing things on the battlefield. But he was not a nice person, you know. I guess you could say that's what you could say. He was not a really nice person. He was the first Grand Wizard of the Ku Klux Klan. He founded the Ku Klux Klan. There was a story I was reading about him where it was a Sunday morning. He was in his Sunday best. He was on his horse, traveling along, and he sees a carriage with two women on it, and it's stuck in the middle of a stream. And there's a slave trying to free those women from that stream. He's out in the middle of the stream trying to free those ladies, and there's two white men on horses sitting on the side of the stream just watching everything going on. They're just sitting there watching. And Nathan Bedford Forrest, wearing his Sunday best, jumps off his horse, wades out into the stream, helps the slave get the carriage unstuck, gets the women over to safety, then walks over to the two white men who were sitting on their horses and drags them off their horse and beats them senseless for not doing anything to help those women. He was quite chivalrous, I guess you could say. Did not suffer fools lightly. And by the end of his life, he had completely changed. And the men who served with him said they no longer recognized him as being the same man. He had disavowed the clan, what they stood for. Was working for the rights of the black Americans. That he had completely changed who he was in the last few years of his life, and had become a completely different man. So he was an interesting man, very interesting man, and so it's it's kind of interesting to read this and it'll be interesting to read his biography and see how it aligns with everything, all other stuff that I've been reading about him. And I've got a book that I haven't read, a couple books that I haven't read yet. One on Stonewall Jackson, and one on I can't think of his name. This guy was my Civil War, kind of my hero of the Civil War too, and I can't think of his name. William Tecumseh Sherman, and he was. So I've got that one to read, the Stonewall Jackson one to read. So those three all came at the same time. Here come the puppies. Hey, puppies. So here is Kodak. Come here, Kodak. Come here. This is Clover. Hey, Clover. Yeah, that's my puppy, huh? You my puppy? You missed being out here in the back with me, didn't you? And Kodak, I guess, had to go to the bathroom pretty bad because he came out and said hello, and then he ran off over in the corner over there to take care of business. Come here, Kodak. Come here, Kodak. He wants to go back inside. But, so, those will be my next 3 books that I read. But I want to get a biography of Robert E. Lee. I want to get one of Grant. I want to get all the biographies, of all the great generals, and I'm also reading the Civil War Diary of Elisha Hunt Rhodes. I started that. I took a break from that one to start the Nathan Bedford Forest one. Because I just wanted to get into that one so badly. And the Nathan Bedford Forest one has some big printing, which is nice. I could actually kind of read it. So. Some of these, the printing on them is, I don't know. Looks like microfiche. Come here, Kodak. Oh, he's gonna lay down. So, anyway, that's what's been going on around here. It's good to be back among the living. It's an overcast day here, but it's nice out. Not too cold. It's a beautiful day for smoking a pipe. The dogwoods are starting to bloom, which is nice. Just in the last couple days, they've started to bloom. These two here in the backyard. The neighbors have like, they have red ones, or pink ones rather, and I think they're cherry blossoms. They're cherry trees or something. And they've been blooming for a week and a half, 2 weeks now. And the dog is wanting to go back in. And the neighbors on this side have the same pink ones. And ours are white. White and yellow. So I'm not sure what those are. I don't think they're... The app says they're dogwoods, so we'll see if they are. They're looking yellow and they're not white, so I don't know if they are dogwoods or not. I don't know if there are yellow dogwoods or not, but most of the dogwoods around here are white. So I'll have to go check it with the app again while it's blooming. But so that's what's going on around here. And I think next week we should have a whole week above 50 degrees, and I will be starting to mow the lawns after that. So it's supposed to be 60s and 70s all next week, so should be beautiful here. But we'll see. You never know. You just never know what the weather's going to be like here. It could be 70 degrees and raining. especially in the afternoons. It will be beautiful all morning, and then you'll get that rainstorm come in at 3 o'clock for an hour, and then it's gone and it's beautiful again. So anyway, I will catch y'all later. Have a good one. God bless.